Hi Lisa, how you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad you could come into the agency. Could you tell me what brings you here today?
Well, I am here now because I was caught stealing money. And now I have to pay the price, I guess.
All right. So were you ordered by a court or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How long ago did the crime occur?
About a month ago.
About a month ago.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to try to get an idea what's going on with you to see where you fit in terms of treatment. So it's an assessment. So I'll be asking you some questions about your history and kind of things that you've done, any feelings you've had, thoughts you've had.
Like diagnosing?
Like diagnosing. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
All right. So how old are you now?
25.
25? All right. So you say about a month ago you got into some trouble. Can you tell me what happened there?
Well, I stole money from a friend of mine, and, I just needed the money. They had more money than me, so I took it.
So you needed the money.
Mhm.
This was a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do things stand between you and your friend now?
Well, she turned me in, so we're no longer friends.
No longer friends. All right. Have you had any other trouble with the law?
Well, they say when I was younger, I used to get into a lot of fights.
Mm-hmm. And who's they?
My family. I used to get into a lot of physical altercations, and there was this one time when I beat this girl up, and they told me that they had to pull me off of her. So.
You remember doing it?
Yeah, I remember doing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how old are you when that happened? Do you remember?
It's about 12.
About 12 years old? Were you ever treated for that? Like any type of mental health treatment?
Well, they put me in some sort of detention center.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they gave me some sort of therapy, one-on-one, but nothing serious or
Nothing
like
serious.
I'm doing now.
Are you aware of any diagnosis that you've been given related to mental health in the past?
No.
No. All right. So you got into sounds like a fairly serious fight when you were 12.
Mm-hmm.
And you're 25 now. Can you tell me what's happened in terms of any other problems between 12 and 15?
I guess the usual. I mean, I drank and got into some drugs and would use and do stuff like that. So.
Any other thefts or assaults or anything?
I mean, yeah, I still kept getting into fights and stuff, but yeah, I think my last real fight was when I was about 20. So, yeah.
All right. And how much danger were the people that you were fighting? Like, did you seriously hurt them? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How many times did that happen where you seriously hurt somebody?
Probably every fight that I ever gotten into, so many. I don't have a number, but.
Can you explain what happened? Like, what caused the fight?
So the one girl, she just, I felt, looked at me wrong, and I didn't like it, so I punched her in the mouth.
Mm.
And continued to do so until she was on the ground, and then I still continued to do so.
What are your feelings about that?
She deserved it.
Mm. Because of the way she looked at you?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you ever have any feelings of guilt or remorse about it?
No.
Have you ever apologized to any of the people that were hurt?
I've apologized, but just to appease people so that I didn't get into any more trouble.
Oh, so in some of these situations, apologizing was kind of required?
Yeah.
So you apologized to them, but you didn't really mean it? Or
No,
what were you thinking?
I didn't mean it.
You didn't mean it?
No, it was just to get out of trouble and go on with myself.
Were you successful in getting out of trouble?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You say that kind of with a little pride. Is it something to take pride in?
Yeah.
Yeah? Being able to get out of trouble?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, wouldn't you?
So that's like something you look at as like a skill that you have?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Have you ever, for like the theft type activities, you ever felt any guilt or remorse there?
No.
No. It's kind of the same thing?
Same thing. They had more money than me, so why not? They probably would have done the same thing to me. So I did it to them before they could do it to me.
Were you ever the victim of a crime?
No. I'm smarter than most people, so I can one-up people. So.
Okay. Do you feel that you're good in working with people, like in terms of social skills?
I mean, getting what I want. I can always get what I want.
So you're effective at managing relationships to get what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How would you describe your mood most of the time?
I don't know. I guess I can get a little irritable.
A little irritable?
Mm.
How often does that happen?
A few times a week.
All right. Does that irritability ever lead to, or has ever led to some of the aggressiveness?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're more likely to be aggressive when you've been irritable for a while?
Yeah.
When was the last time you were involved in a physical fight?
So that was around 20.
About 5 years ago?
Yeah.
What do you think has caused that to stop?
I guess I'm moving on to bigger and better things.
Mm. What type of things?
Stealing.
So the stealing's more gratifying than the fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So irritable, and any other emotions? Any other feelings?
I'm not sure.
Not sure?
Hmm.
All right. You have a job?
Yeah. Well, I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about your work performance and your experience there?
Well, I show up when I need to, most of the time, and do what I have to do.
You show up most of the time?
Yeah.
How would your employer describe you as an employee?
I mean, I'm pretty good at doing what I do, but I guess my boss would like me to be there more. but when I'm not there, they'll go on without me. So.
Alright, so in terms of your feelings about missing work, that's not too worrisome for you?
No.
No? Alright. How many jobs have you had?
Probably like 6.
6 jobs?
Mm-hmm.
What age did you first start working?
19.
19. So 6 jobs in about 6 years?
Yeah.
And would you say that your experience at all the employers was the same in terms of how you showed up for work and missing work, or were any of them different?
They tried to get me to conform, I feel, and I'm just not a conformist.
Kind of doing things your own way?
Yep.
What do you want to gain out of treatment here?
I just want to get out of trouble.
You're in trouble now,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd like to get out of trouble.
Yeah.
Alright. Lisa, this has been helpful. I'm going to get you scheduled for treatment, and they'll probably get you in about a week, and we can go from there.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.